every day I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to do a story again. And then I just pick up the phone, put on a smile, and I'm like, what's up, guys? Good morning. Pre-workout this, post-workout this, because it's what I'm really doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it is just tiresome to do it on video all the time.
I know. Tell me about it.
But
you still got to get it done, though. It's work.
And that's how you get paid. Exactly. Yeah. And then I always think, well, someone else is not getting up at whatever the time they want to. Someone else is going to the actual workplace and do shit they don't want to do.
Like, a lot of people want to know how IFBB pros actually make money, because it seems that some guys are doing exceptionally well and some guys are barely scraping by. Right. And some guys, a lot of guys, they go all in the amateur, right? Because they think they're turning pro, that the magic door of finance is going to open, and then suddenly they're making a boatload of money, which also doesn't seem to be the case. So can you give us a little bit of insight, like the entrepreneurial back end of the business when you have your pro card, what it takes?
So first of all, and that was a lesson taught to me by Ed Connors of Gold's Gym.
Yeah.
He said, you got to have a personality. You know, you have a personality.
Right.
Chase has a personality.
Right.
I have a personality.
Mm-hmm.
Antoine Vaillant has a great personality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
And that's the people that make money on the internet.
Right.
If you're Dorian Yates,
mm-hmm.
if you want to be Dorian Yates, it doesn't work anymore like that.
No, I agree.
You can't just train in your basement,
mm-hmm.
show up once a year, and then expect sponsors to pay you tens of thousands of dollars each month for 3 photo shoots after the Olympia, and that's it.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but did Dorian have any sponsorships at that time?
Yeah, he was with Leader.
Of course. Yeah, that was with the magazine. Yeah, but any supplement sponsor or other sponsors? Like right now, there's so many more sponsors compared to before. But I always wonder how these old pros without social media actually made real money.
Yeah, most of them were Leader.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those were good contracts. Yeah.
And then they were Popular.
Mm-hmm.
And those were, that was it basically.
Yeah, I think
most of the.
Go ahead.
I mean, there were only like 10 or 15 guys that were popular at all.
Mm-hmm.
So they all had Reader contracts, and back then Reader was magazine and supplements.
Right. True. Yeah, I think the one that I really saw maximize the monetization part of being a pro was Jay Cutler. Right, he would find revenue streams everywhere. You know, you'd have sponsors and some side business, some real estate, some weed selling, right? Being the medical marijuana stuff. He would just get involved in everything, which I highly respect, right? I mean, the business still needs to continue because bodybuilding is super expensive. You know, it's a very expensive sport.
When he made his first checks with bodybuilding, he immediately bought real estate.
Yeah, it's very smart. Yeah, because you gotta invest and then flip it later on.
Yeah.
Because when you get such a sum of money, you don't need it right away unless you have some bills. You know, you're a little bit behind. But in most cases, when you get a big sum of money, it's better to invest it. And then, it will come back with dividends, right? Making a nice fat profit on top of that. And when you sell it at a later point. So how are you managing that side of the bodybuilding journey?
So I get I've got since I have a personality,
mm-hmm.
I have supplement sponsor.
Right.
And they pay me, and then I also get good what's it called when they order stuff through your code.
Yeah, commissions. Yeah.
Commissions, exactly, that was the word. So what they pay me a month, same amount I get in commissions for selling. Right. Yeah. So I get double salary every month.
Exactly. Yeah. So you have your base salary for being involved as an athlete, right? It has certain obligations, going to the booth, doing photo shoots, marketing products. And then because you also have an affiliate code, right, you get a 10% or 20% commission on affiliate sales. And yeah, affiliate sales, I mean, that's how all the influencers are doing very well right now, more so than most bodybuilders. It's because they have a personality and they're always in a good mood and always producing content. And the bodybuilders are kind of like, I'm tired. I got to prep, no content. You know, they disappear for 3 months, but it's 3 months of sales that they're losing. But you're not doing that at all. So that's good to see.
I force myself. Every day I'm thinking, I don't want to do a fucking story again. And then I just pick up the phone, put on a smile, and I'm like, what's up, guys? Good morning, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm just taking my NAC, you know, and my curcumin and my whatever I'm taking.
Right.
I'm doing cardio, pre-workout this, post-workout this. Yeah, but it's because it's what I'm really doing. But it is just fucking tiresome to do it on video all the time.
I know. Tell me about it.
But
you still got to get it done, though. It's work. That's how you get paid.
But that's how you get paid. Exactly. Yeah. You don't want to do it. I mean, then I always think, well, someone else is not getting up at whatever the time they want to. Someone else is going to the actual workplace.
That would be way worse.
Exactly, and do shit they don't want to do.
And they won't make from your single sponsor being employed. Right? I mean, the salaries that you know, affiliate sales can generate are actually quite good. You know, several $1,000s per affiliate, and that's why the market is a little bit saturated right now, because everybody wants a piece of that pie, but not everybody has a personality and something, you know, that to bring to the table that sets you apart from other people. Like, you've always been like super honest about everything, which is fucking rare. Like, I can be honest, right, because I don't have a pro card to lose. And Chase and Paul, all those guys, we try to educate about steroids. But you've been one of the few pros who actually talks about steroids openly, what you do, what you take, what mistakes you made. And I think a lot of people highly appreciate that, because, you know, getting a pro card and being a part of that elite little club, that seems to be very cliquey sometimes, right? Whatever is being discussed in the group of bodybuilders, pro bodybuilders, is not leaving the group. But you're just saying, like, yeah, I do this, I do that, and it doesn't seem to affect, you know, anything. If anything, it helps your personality and career.
Yeah, and by the way, another income stream here. I do consultations and coaching.
Okay, smart. Yeah.
And since then, actually, people have bought consultation, like 30 minutes, 60 minutes, just to confirm this is really the truth. This is what you're saying. Yeah. Because I wasn't believing whatever the hell this guy said. 500 milligrams. Yeah. And you're saying this is how it goes, and I'm like, yeah, this is the way it's done. Yeah. And then
and it's better. It's better that you say it instead of me, a guy that sees the blood work and also does consultations with IFBB pros. Like, I can't really say what some of the people that I talk with do, right? Because that's their business, not mine. I just try to keep them healthy. But if you say it and you have a pro card and you look fucking shredded and fucking big, then it adds a lot of credibility, you know, to what you're saying. And of course, it's also a wake-up call for people, because, you know, it's always been speculated that some pros take, you know, quote-unquote high dosages, right, compared to general population. But yeah, that's just what goes on. And of course, 500 milligrams, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's probably not going to turn you pro.